Hello, Allison with Moon Willow Tai Chi here. And in this video, we're going to be addressing hips. So if you've had some pain or stiffness in your hips lately, these exercises should help you tremendously. Now, if you've recently had hip surgery within the last 3 to 6 months, be sure that you consult with your doctor or physical therapist before you attempt any of the movements on this video. Now, we like to say motion is lotion. And what we mean by that is when we move our bodies, we're helping to warm up and circulate the synovial fluid in the body. Your synovial fluid helps to cushion and nourish our joints. So I've got some great exercises here that are going to help your hips. So think of, say, honey. If honey is crystallized and it hardens up, that's what happens to our synovial fluid when we don't move our bodies. But once you heat up the honey, it starts getting more loose and flows better. That's exactly what's going on with the synovial fluid in your body. So these are great exercises that will help you keep your hips happy and healthy, just like a lot of our Tai Chi exercises help all the rest of the body. So I look forward to sharing these with you, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is something called Chop the Kwa. In Tai Chi, the Kwa, it's spelled K-U-A, is your inguinal crease where the leg meets the hip. So where you have major arteries and lymph node nests here. So when we stimulate this area, it helps stimulate circulation and lymphatic drainage. And this helps to reduce inflammation in the body. But first I want you to get a nice stance with the legs apart. You want to keep your legs straight. And we want to start by simply making chop hands and chop right into this area, right where the leg meets the hip. And let's stimulate this. And you can stimulate it like this too, if you'd rather do it this way. Either way is fine. We call it Chop the Kwa. And it gets things moving, gets that energy flowing, stimulates everything. So if you're starting out kind of cold, this is a good way to start revving up that energy and that movement in the body. Very good. Chop the Kwa. Excellent. Get that nice and stimulated there. And next, we want to have our legs nice and straight again. You want to rotate your hips gently. So make sure you're going slowly in a smaller circle first, then gradually work into larger circles. Now make sure it's your hips that are rotating, not your upper body. Some people make the mistake of just doing the upper body. It's not your head making the circle, it's your hips making the circle. So let's roll here. Feel those hips opening up. This is a good way to begin that circulation, moving that synovial fluid, warming up the hips before we get to the other exercises. So you want to roll these hips a good 10 to 15 times each direction. Get that nice smooth roll. Feel those hips opening up. You'll feel where you're kind of tight too. Sometimes you might have a hip that's tighter on one side than the other. Work with what you got. Do the best with what you have here. Then you reverse direction. Very good. If you already got into a wide circle, then you go wide circle on the other direction too. Open up those hips. Get that synovial fluid moving. Very good. Very good. Let's do two more. And then smaller circles into a stop. Very good. That's a nice gentle warm up for your hips. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is a simple leg swinging technique. So you want to have all of your weight on the outside leg, and you want a good sturdy chair. Make sure you don't have a chair with wheels. You want to have a chair that's going to stay put because you're going to be using that for your stability. So the weight on the outside leg, the inside leg is going to swing front and back. So make sure you have plenty of space fore and aft, and make sure there's no fur babies nearby or anything that you're going to kick. So make sure you have clearance there. So we're going to swing this inside leg, just a simple front and back. Keep your leg as straight as possible. You don't have to swing high. You don't have to look like me. Just do what you can do right now. Even if it's just a little bit of a swing, that's all right. This is a good technique to help relieve hip bursitis. So if you've got some inflammation in the hip, this can help relieve it. So you're going to feel as the leg swings front and back, that little opening, that feeling, that stretching open of the hip. So relieving that inflammation there. This one is also good for a little warm-up before you go out for a walk, or if you've got really tired legs, you've been standing or shuffling around too much. Let's do 2 more and come back in. You want to do a good 10 to 20 of these swings. So start small first and then work up to more repetitions. Now the other side, got to balance it out. Weight on the outside leg, inside leg swings. So swing fore and aft. Keep your legs straight. I like to flex back my foot so I get a nice stretch under the leg too. Very good. Give it a good swing. Excellent. Do the best that you can. Feel that stretching open of the hip. 2 more. Coming back in to a stop. Very good. So that is our leg swinging technique. And the next one is a ball and socket rotation in the hip. So this next one, you want to have your foot nearest the chair placed at an angle. Sink your weight in the leg. So anchor your weight down, hand on the chair, and you want to have the other foot on the ball of the foot here. And you're going to have this leg empty, your hip, knee, and toe all in line. You're going to rotate from the hip, knee and toe in, then knee and toe out. Turning on the ball of the foot, empty of weight. So all your weight is here. It's not here at all. So this is an empty leg, turning in the ball and socket joint. This is helping to lubricate the ball and socket joint of the hip. Turn in, turn out. Turn in, turn out. Turning on the ball of the foot. Very good. Lubricate that hip joint. Turning in, turning out. So again, about 10 to 20 times. Some people might need to start with 8 times. That's okay. Start small if it's your first time doing these exercises. Start with a lower count. 2 more. And relax. Okay, going to the other side now. All right, weight on the inside leg, and we sink into that leg, tuck in the tailbone, anchor into the heel. So we have a good solid foundation here. Hand on the chair, the other foot out, and you've got the ball of the foot on the floor here, nice and light. Turn knee and toe facing in, knee and toe facing out. Turn in, turn out. Rotate that hip joint. Now it's important as you're doing this, you're not turning your body. Don't let your body turn. It's just the leg turning. Your body is still. It's only the leg turning. Turn in, turn out. Knee and toe in, knee and toe out. Lubricating that hip joint. Very good. Warm that up really nicely. Again, there's no weight in the leg at all. All the weight is here. Very good. 2 more times. And relax. All right, very good. Okay, excellent. We're going to progress to the next one now. Okay, this next one we're going to do is a side sweep of the leg. So I'm going to have my back turned to you so you can see what I'm doing a little better. You want to stand behind your chair, holding on to that chair, and we're going to be sweeping out to the side. So just go as far as you're able to go, and I'm going to do 10 repetitions. You can always go a little less or a little more on your own, but I'm going to begin with the right leg. Swing it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Helps strengthen up that hip, opens things up. Let's do the left side now. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So really feel that opening up of the hips. Now our next one is going to help strengthen the psoas muscle, the hip muscle here. So we're going to be turning our foot out, the heel out, toe facing in. You won't go out as far, so it's going to be more restricted movement, and you'll feel the squeeze right in here. So that's our next one we're going to do. Turning around here, I'm going to start with our right foot. Turn your heel out, toe facing in, and we're going to go out, heel out first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel the squeeze. 7, 8, 9, and 10. The other side, turn your heel out, toe facing in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So feel that right in there. Feels really good. So that really helps to strengthen up your hips. Very important to keep these muscles really strong so they can keep carrying you. All right, we've got more to go. So next one. All right, now for our next one, this is another leg swinging technique. And I want you to be sure you're stepping away from your chair, that you've got some space in front of you, because we're going to be working that space by swinging the leg in and out, toe in and toe out. So I'm going to be turning around again. We can do this together. So here we go. Again, step away from your chair. Make sure you have plenty of space. Hold on to your chair. We're going to turn the heel out again. Only this time, go across the other leg with the toe in, then turn the toe facing out. Make sure your leg is straight and you're turning in your ball and socket joint. Toe in, toe out. Very good. Now you can do this 10 to 20 times, whatever you're up for. Pace yourself if you're just beginning. Feel that stretch. Works your core too. You're really opening up your hips nicely, helping to strengthen everything up and lubricate that hip joint. 2 more. Back in. Now the other one, same thing. Turn the heel out and go across, toe in, then turn toe out. Toe in, toe out. And try not to hit the chair. Make sure you just stepped far enough away that you can swing that leg comfortably. And stay stabilized behind the chair. Keep your legs straight, turning in the ball and socket joint. 2 more. And back in. Whew. All right, very good. All right, the last one I want to show you is called Golden Rooster on one leg. So what we're going to do is stand beside the chair. Your foot nearest the chair is placed at an angle. That's a better balancing point than a straight foot. So angle your foot, sink your weight in the leg, tuck in your tailbone and anchor into the heel. Hand on the chair to keep your balance. Outside arm and leg come up and you're going to hold. Now this is an isometric strengthening exercise. You're going to feel your hip working, feel your core working. It helps your balance too, this one. So hold that for a good 10 seconds and then come down. Then you can come up in the leg to give it a little break. A lot of pressure goes down in that leg. You're really strengthening your leg muscles here too. And again, sink in, anchor in, hand on the chair, lift up. Very good. Hold, hold, hold. And down. Lift up in the leg, give it a little break. And again, sink down, hand on the chair, stay down in this leg. So don't lift up when you lift this one. Keep down in this one and lift up. Now if your balance is pretty good already, you can lift your hand a little off the chair, but push down to catch your balance. Don't lift it all the way off. And then down. Come up in the leg and give it a break. Okay, now let's do the other side. So again, foot placed at an angle nearest the chair. Sink in, tuck in the tailbone, anchor into the heel. The other arm and leg come up, point to over knee, and hold. You want to lift this knee as high as you can. Really engage that core and the hip. So this is a isometric strengthening exercise. Very good. You hold for about 10 seconds and then let it down. Come up in the leg, give it a little break. Then sink down again. Anchor in, tuck in tailbone, and lift up and hold. Very good. And down. Feel everything working there. And coming up. I'm going to do it one more time. Sink down, tuck in tailbone, anchor into the heel, lift up the other arm and leg. And make sure this knee stays bent while you lift the other two up. Very important. Very good. Strengthen that hip, the core, and then down. Very good. Excellent. All right, so those are the main exercises to help strengthen up your hips, get the synovial fluid moving, keep everything healthier and happier. I really thank you for being here and joining us for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe. It's free to do, helps the channel. And if you'd like to join us for any of our Tai Chi classes or chair Tai Chi classes, please see the link in the description so you can learn how to get on board. You can also save 25% off class packs and new memberships with the discount code NEW25, NEW25. So remember to use that so you can save big on a class pack or a membership. We would be happy to have you join us. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Follow your heart and live well.